Are recording already? If you see this recording and it's not live yet, you get bonus footage. Are recording already? Oh
Yeah.
god,
If
echo.
you, oh god,
It's okay. The
we are live.
recording people got like 15 seconds of bonus dialogue. You know, that's
Yeah.
like the DLC dialogue. Don't
Yeah.
tell anyone. That's just for you.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so
So,
season 5, we made it.
yeah. Did it a whole year.
A whole year.
Yeah.
The years go by, we age, but anime titties are eternal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oof. So, yeah. So just get right into it then, I guess. Right?
Yeah, sure. We have a lot to talk about because we got all the new season stuff that we might have seen or might not
Yeah.
have. And we also have our new shows, which we'll discuss if we want to drop any or
Yeah.
not after our
Yeah.
initial impressions. And yeah, so if we want to start with the news, we've only got a bit because almost all
Mm-hmm.
of it's just manga announcements, which, unless we find one we really like. First news is kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Uh, Isao Takahata has passed away. Was one of Studio Ghibli's co-founders and directors, best well known for Grave of the Fireflies and Princess Kaguya.
Mm-hmm.
I feel kind of bad that I've never actually seen any of his work, I don't think.
I I think I'm the same, actually.
Like, I know who he was and I know his works, but I'm like, when I think
Mm-hmm.
back, it's like, I don't think I've seen any of it. Even though there's so
Yeah.
much, and it's like, he had such an extensive sort
Yeah.
of list of,
He's worked on a ton of stuff.
yeah,
It's
lots of
just
Ghibli movies and stuff too, which most people are like, you've seen every Ghibli movie. He was, I think, a lot of people are saying like um, outside of Miyazaki's Ghibli films,
Mhm.
Isao Takahata was the only other one people really could recognize. Like, again, Grave
Yeah.
of the Fireflies, like the big one. Um,
Yeah.
Apparently, he was the episode director for the original Gegege no Kitaro back in 1968, which has a new
Wow.
season airing this season.
Yeah.
It has the reboot, so
Jeez.
maybe that might be something cool to look into. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah, that's sad because yeah, Grave of the Fireflies is one of those things that like I feel like a lot of people say is one of the best anime things.
yeah, it's like one of the top
It's
movies that's not
mhm.
Miyazaki that people can actually name and recognize, right? It's
Yeah.
like your name, Grave of the Fireflies. Those are the two non-Miyazaki ones people recognize.
Hmm.
And I guess there's a few more now because people are starting to pay more attention because of your name. But like for the longest time until your name, you people only knew Ghibli films, and even out of those, it was mainly just Miyazaki.
Hmm.
So I mean, he really did put his print down. He's the only other movie director to really shine through in a world class basis for the longest time.
Yeah. Totally.
I do feel bad I've never seen Grave of the Fireflies, so everyone talks about how
Yeah.
great it was, but I know what it's based on. I know it's sad. I'm not good with
Hmm.
that kind of stuff, so I can never watch it. Which it's so
Yeah.
weird to me that he made something that's supposedly so sad because every image I've ever seen of him, he just looks like
He's so happy
thrilled.
looking.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like he lived life to the fullest and really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And you can respect a dude like that.
Hmm.
So, unfortunate, sad, but
Yeah.
maybe without, because we usually have an extra time for an episode, maybe we'll watch one of his movies or something for that.
Oh, yeah. That would
Like
be
if you,
good.
yeah, we'll see. He did something called Panda Co Panda about pandas. 30-minute movie from 1972.
Awesome.
I'm down with
We'll do that.
pandas. It's a comedic kids thing. I don't know. There's a few things here. There's
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Huh.
Heidi of the Alps. Ooh, wait, I know Heidi of the Alps. I haven't seen it, but I
Oh.
recognize it. I'm pretty sure Shobako has a parody of it of animals uh,
Mm.
in it, which is probably why I recognize it. But
Hmm.
yeah. Anyways, let's go to something a bit happier. That's fortunate. Viz Media has made some announcements.
Yeah.
We have the Frankenstein Junji Ito story collection. So we have more Junji Ito manga coming over, which is cool. I hope this one has Army of One, because I don't think any of the ones that have come out do. They're also putting out the Juni Tyson Zodiac War manga in print, and the Nier Automata long story short and long story long novels, which are amazing names.
Yeah, those are fantastic names.
I cannot wait to get those novels. I'm curious if they just recap the story, if there's going to be like more new information. Maybe they'll be like considered their own ends based off the games.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. I don't think they have any real information about them yet. They're already out in Japan, so they're
written by Jun Ishima, who did the Drakengard manga. So that they have worked with go gender neutral. So I say. I mean, it's the polite thing if you don't know. But they've worked with Yoko Taro before, so if it went well the first time enough to rehire, obviously must do a good job. So I'm curious about it.
Yeah. I am too. I really like Nier Automata, so I might pick up these books.
I still have to play it. I've seen so many people's playthroughs, but I have so many games on backlog. I still have to finish grinding Knights of Azir 2 for the good ending and secret scene at the end. I need to make everyone fall in love with me. It's actually somewhat tedious because it's like my third playthrough of the game.
Oh, jeez.
I'm also doing the stream playthrough, so it's just like, But that's okay. I'm going to get really well acquainted with it, and then I'll probably do like speedruns or something after. Because I'm going to have done all the New Game Plus and grinded for everything for the secret hidden thing. I may as well, right?
Yeah, may as well at that point.
Yeah. And then the last thing, which I just saw, there is a Funimation contest to win a 1/1 life-sized figure of Kyoko, the Dullahan from Interviews with Monster Girls. And it's adorable, and I really want it. But to try to win it, you have to send a picture of where you're going to be putting her, like where she'll be staying in the space. And then people will vote. And my room's a disaster zone. There's no way I can kind of do that. There's no way I'd ever win, which is sad. Someone post a picture. Someone go win this for me and get it shipped to my house, please. I need my Dullahan child.
Yeah. That's a weird thing.
I was joking about using this for motivation to finish cleaning my room because it's like halfway in between cleaned and not. Just like.
Well, I mean, you would only have to clean enough of the room that'll be in the picture. So you don't only have to clean like a section.
But I have to move stuff in their room, like furniture, to make it look like it'd be just for her to sit there.
Yeah, true. That's very silly. I think they had the statue at some anime convention that they were at recently. Because I remember seeing pictures of it before this.
Boston or something? Did that just happen?
Yeah. Yeah, there was Anime Boston. There was one or two other recently in the past couple of weeks.
I should just take a picture of a trash can, put up, try to get the meme vote, see if it wins.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's my best chance. I mean, I have no other submission, so.
Yeah, true.
How many other people are going to do that?
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Yeah.
What I'd actually like to do is if I'd gotten a ton of Demi-chan stuff, just had like the weird, crazy wall scrolls, just super obsessed stuff with all the other girls but her, and just have it be like this is her shrine to the other girls because she's super gay. There we go.
That'd be very good.
Although she likes the teacher, so I guess I'd have to make a shrine to him. But I don't want a shrine to him in my room. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that would be
uncomfortable.
Mm.
You think you'll submit anything for her? Try to win? You just have to take a picture of a corner of your room. Who knows?
Yeah, true. I don't know. I might. I'm actually working on cleaning some rooms in the house, so I would be able to clean one up nice.
Maybe you'll get a new child.
Yeah. And it shows up at the door one day. I'm like, oh
Just a
gosh.
giant box. Like, oh no, oh no.
Oh no,
They
I
pay
made
for
a huge
shipping,
mistake.
thank God.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, that would be a pain.
I just want to win so I can make the joke of like unboxing and be like, oh no, her head fell off. That's all I want to win for. Well, also to have it because she's adorable. But
Yeah. I will say I don't like the spirit flame thing coming onto her neck on
yeah,
the actual figure. It's looks weird.
yeah, I think it's too rounded to make it look like a head. I think if it was more
Yeah.
properly flamey. Also, her
It look-
expression is a little questionable.
Yeah.
She looks worried. I
Yeah.
wonder if that's interchangeable. You know how figures you can like pop off top of the hair and then pull the face out? I wonder if she has like multiple faces. Or I guess you
That'd be
just
really
get
good.
multiple pillows
Multiple
with
heads.
different heads,
Oh.
yeah. Just comes with like 5 interchangeable heads. Like,
That would be so good.
you can make such weird images. Just look at all my heads I've got hanging around.
Yeah. Yeah, just have a box full of these heads in the room. No worries. I'm not a crazy murderer. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, they're all the same person's head, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know any quintuplets, so we're safe. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it okay to have a box full of heads. It's all the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have to write fanfics for this. There's a vampire girl. Everyone knows me in vampires. I'm trash.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker.
We all are.
Get it? Sucker? Vampires?
Hey,
Ah,
nice.
Very yeah, okay. Let's move on from
Anyway,
that. So,
moving on.
new anime season, new anime to watch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did you check out anything cool this season? Do we want to go over just the new season first stuff or everything we've watched? Because we usually just do everything.
Let's do any. I have some old stuff I want to go through first before we get to the new stuff.
Let's go through our old stuff first because we can compare notes on the new stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, first off, some cleaning up from last season as I finished Killing Bites because Amazon didn't have the last episode of that up when
Yeah.
it started. When
I remember
by
finishing that.
yeah,
How was it?
it was like it was weird. The ending is really strange.
Did they announce a season 2 at the end?
They didn't announce it, but it's definitely set up for that.
Okay.
Which I would be kind of into because the show ended up being way better than it should have been. It was a lot of dumb fun.
All right.
Yeah, that show was okay. And then the other old thing I watched this week was I watched all of Gunslinger Girl season 2 plus the
Alright.
OVAs.
I heard you talking about that. How was it?
Bad. It's
Really?
not good. Yeah, because
I remember what's her name suddenly alive again. She's like, I got better.
yeah, like
It's like-
Ange back and completely fine. They're just like, oh, she got better. It's fine.
I
Don't worry.
guess. See, they could have explained it away if they tried, saying like, oh, because she started like they're dying because of the conditioning, not because of like the effects on the body, but because it like breaks the mind and they just go like comatose. But because she started remembering stuff, she like broke through the conditioning and recovered because of it. Because the conditioning was what was causing it. Like they could have gone with something like that.
Yeah, they could have figured something out.
Instead, they're just like, I saw your screenshots, just like, wow, she got so much better. Like,
Yeah. It's so dumb. And all that stuff about her getting her memories back, they just never mention that.
oh,
It never comes up.
She suddenly gets better, but loses all her memories again.
Maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
And just like barely in the show, so it's hard to say.
Is Elsa suddenly better too?
No, Elsa, they didn't even get mentioned.
Oh, wow.
Elsa's gone. Yeah.
That's sad. Even the new card captors has Mei Ling in it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she's in the manga though, or if she's just in the anime original episodes. Because they're like, well, she was in the original anime, bring her back. Because she's not in the manga, like the original manga.
Yeah.
So I wonder how they'd introduce her in the other if they did.
Yeah, so it was really weird because it was done by a different studio, but then like the art is totally different, and so are all the voices, and like everything about the show is just really different.
Studio art line. Wait, different voices too?
Yeah, all the voice actors are completely different.
That's weird. weird because usually when
Yeah.
someone has a voice, like is a voice actress, they'll be that actress for good.
Hmm.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that it was so strange. It was like I don't like how the characters look in it either. They look really bad.
Huh.
They like it was like I feel like in the mid 2000s, anime eyes got really
This
gigantic,
is
and this was part of that.
2008, but yeah.
Yeah, well,
The
close
Moe
enough.
Bloom. Well, 2000s. I think that's when Kaon came out. It was 2009. Yeah, so it was right around that time
Hmm.
where it was like starting to get to that point. So yeah.
Yeah, and, it was
Henrietta
really
looked
weird.
cute though. In the screenshot I
Mm.
saw that you posted.
Yeah, it was so they there was this weird part where they do flashbacks to season one stuff, but then like since it's all different looking, they can't reuse that footage, so they had to redraw it all. Like it just was so weird because it was like recreating all these old scenes, but then like doing word for word the same dialogue, but then different art and different voices, and it's so strange.
Huh.
And like they didn't keep with the tone of the show at all. And it's instead of being this like sad dreary thing, it's just like actiony.
See, I
Mm.
wanted the original to be
Yeah,
actiony though. That's what we
yeah,
wanted. They couldn't even do
like
it right. See, maybe if
yeah,
Madhouse, the original studio, did it
hmm
actiony with the original voice actresses, maybe
yeah.
maybe it could be
Like
good.
the thing is, like, so you know how in season one it was all like, oh, hey, the girls are treated like tools
Yeah.
and like not like real people. Well, that season two just treats the girls like tools because most of the focus of the show is on the handlers and them doing investigations, and
Really? This
they just bring in the girls when they need to shoot
That's
people.
so awkward. The
The whole
girls were the
point,
best
yeah,
part. That's
yeah,
it's
it's really
called
dumb.
Gunslinger Girl, not dude who handles Gunslinger Girl. No.
It's really
No.
weird.
Did they ever bring back the bomb makers?
Yeah, so they were kind of the main plot of it.
Okay,
Of
see, that's
yeah,
kind of what I figured.
yeah. So they brought those two back, and then they had another assassin friend with them, and the whole show was chasing them down. And I
Interesting.
don't know. It's just like this whole show. It like doesn't deliver on the promise that season one had. Because at the end of season one, we're like, oh, this could be really good, and
Yeah, it's
then
like if they have a season
this,
two,
yeah.
because it's like season one ends without delivering, but they at least have some stuff set up where you could.
Mhm. Yeah, it was like a strong setup that they could have done so much with, and this just fails to do that. And so it's a really bad follow up to season one. But then if you just disregard season one and only think about season two, it's still just a bad show. Like it's
That's
not really well made. A lot of the animation doesn't look great, and ugh,
that's unfortunate.
yeah. And the OVAs, there are two OVAs. They're just extra episodes on the end, and they're weird because one of them is just Rico and her handler guy go to Venice and kill a bunch of people, and then the other episode they just go on vacation. And
Interesting.
and Jane yells at a ghost. It's
At a ghost?
it's really yeah.
What was it? Was it Elsa's ghost? There we go. Elsa was in.
No. So
Oh.
something that never came up in season one was that Jean and Jose are apparently brothers and have a younger sister who
Oh,
died at some point.
okay. I did know they were brothers. It's mentioned
Yeah.
that like, I think offhandedly that like
Mhm.
he's trying to replace Henrietta or something with like a
Mhm.
younger sister
Yeah.
or something. Like it's like a replacement. So
Yeah.
and these are based off light novels, so maybe the light novels would have been better. I think they're based off light
Yeah.
novels. Or
Yeah,
manga.
it's based off
a
a manga.
Yeah, maybe the
Yeah.
manga would have been better. And the
Yeah, I
manga probably
was.
mentions it and they just forgot. Yeah, 15 volumes, 100 chapters. Maybe we
Yeah,
should just read the manga.
well, I had that same thought earlier today, so I started looking into it. And if you want to get the physical manga, it's all available, but it's all out of print and really expensive.
Yeah. Oh
'Cause
yeah,
the
Seven Seas picked it up and put an omnibus back in 2011 to 2013, so it's been out of
Mhm.
print for 5 years. I'm looking for some Yuri like that right now. That's really hard to
Yeah,
find. I actually want to.
yeah. I think I'm probably just going to read some of Gunslinger Girl online because when I looked earlier, the only place I could find the final volume of the Seven Seas manga was like $600 or something.
Yeah,
and then
the
like a
early
used
omnibus.
copy for 400.
The early omnibus aren't bad. They're still only like
Mm-hmm.
the regular price.
Yeah,
Volumes 2.
the first like 5 of them when I was looking were like $25 each for the most part.
Shouldn't there
And
only be
then
5? There are 3 volumes
there's
each, aren't they?
no,
Or no, some of them
there's
become 2
7.
volumes.
Yeah,
Why?
some of them are only 2.
Why are
So
there
then there's
some?
7 total.
Someone needs to send Seven Seas asking for them to reprint because Seven. I know Seven Seas has talked about wanting to do some reprints, so maybe they could.
That would
Yeah,
be nice.
they have some cool old stuff that's like really hard to find.
Yeah, I feel like I need to finish the saga and read the manga now,
Oh, wait,
just to see if that's better.
That's the movie. I can't.
Yeah, also, it's really hard to search for
Omnibus
because there's
13 to
so much weird
14
stuff.
first, 2013 is about 44. It's not too bad, but I think that might be the French version. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of sexy bunny girl figure on sale here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Asmodeus from Seven Deadly Sins, Seven Moral Sins. I don't fucking know. As we started the show,
Yeah.
anime titties are eternal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, I don't know. That's all about Gunslinger Girl. It's a bad show. It was a bad season. Probably why they only ever made that. Because I was looking at the manga, the 100 chapters of it. The season 2 stuff goes through like to chapter 30 or something. Oh. So there's still a lot more material that could have been made into a show.
Yeah, imagine if Madhouse actually tried to adapt it. I mean, the first part might be really slow and dreary like that, but the fact that they suddenly go back and it's like, no, Angela's okay and stuff, makes me think it wasn't. They took a more original approach, I want to guess.
Yeah.
Or they took a bunch of chapters from all over, like, later on and stuff.
That's probably...
But
I would bet that's probably it. They, like, weren't sure they were going to get more anime out of it, so they just pulled whatever.
Yeah, so...
Don't know. Anyway, that's all the old stuff I watched this week. So what about you? Watch anything not new?
Yeah, I watched some old stuff. I'm just gonna have to jump to my list, which is gonna spoil some stuff. Well, Your Mushy Petal's still airing, but technically it's like 14 episodes in, so I count it as old.
Yeah.
So watch the new episode today. It was really creepy. This one dude's obsessed with muscles and just really wants to touch people's muscles. So he's like, I've got to get on the bike and race them because I want to touch their muscles while they're moving. So I have to like catch up to them, and that's why I got good at riding a bike. And he's just really weird. Really weird. There's like the creepy bug guy who's like this Eldritch horror who I love, and then there's this guy who I'm like,
just a creeper.
He needs to go to jail. Like, serious. I watched another episode of Gakko and Babysitters. I'm still only like 3 episodes in. Episode 3 was really creepy. They introduced a character who like, he likes children so much he gets a nosebleed, and everyone's like, that's really creepy. And he's like, no, I like them like normal. I'm just saying, it's like, no, this is creepy. I'm kind of uncomfortable. Like,
that doesn't sound good.
Yeah. I don't think he's a main character though, so.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. That was the thing. Watched another episode of Slow Start. I'm slowly finishing it.
Nice.
4 episodes left. Still just a nice slice of life. Dumb. It's got a really weird tone compared to most, though. It's really hard to explain, but it feels more real almost because there's just people who, like, some of the characters say and do stuff that's like, that's kind of shitty, but I could see people I know having said that in high school, like, just acting like that. It's like, alright.
Yeah.
I watched, because I'd seen the original ages ago and it was bad. It wasn't very good. Yuri Seijin Naoko-san, I saw the 2012 30-minute episode. It was marked as shoujo, so I'm like, Yuri, and it wasn't very good. It was kind of bad, so I'm like, oh, there was like a 6-minute original VA from before that might be alright. It was terrible. The entire humor was lol so random and lol pedophiles and groping and molesting. I was like, I'm not okay with this. At least the later on one, I don't remember having a lot of that stuff, but it's been forever since I saw it. Might have, but yeah, so that was unfortunate. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Dang.
Which is awkward because the premise actually sounds great. I would love a sitcom like it. Naoko-san is an
Mm-hmm.
alien from the planet Yuri who's plotting to conquer the Earth by Eurifying it. Misuzu is a junior high girl and is always troubled by Naoko-san, who lives on the roof of her house. Like, just
That sounds great.
their everyday life of that stuff would be hilarious. Just trying to make everything
Yeah.
gay and just the girl like, oh, god damn it, not you again, you stupid alien. But you're like, whatever. But
That's
unfortunate.
yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah. I watched another episode of Low Watch Academia. I'm gonna finish it eventually. I always forget I have Netflix, so I never watch the anime on there. Cause like I'm also like being 2 episodes into Ajin Forever, and I have to finish that. Children of the
Yeah.
Worlds is now up on there. Kakeguri's up on there. I have to finish all these shows, and I just forget because I'm never on Netflix.
Yeah. I have that same problem of there's like Children of the Wells and Violet Evergarden. Definitely want to watch both of those, but I just forget that I have Netflix.
Yeah, so that's all the old anime I watched, but I did read some manga too. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. There we
Oh
go.
no.
Manga history. Well, new Boku no Hero chapters. Oh, I love the new villains already. The new antagonists. They're fantastic. They're so great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And then I started reading Tanaka Kunazawa's Listless because I watched a bit of it with friends the other day, like rewatched some, and I was like, I forgot how much I love this. I need to read the manga.
Yeah.
So, sadly it's not been licensed. I really wish someone would license it in English, but the
Oh.
manga's a lot of fun, and I love Echizen and Miyano, who are canonically lesbians. The manga gets to a point where they keep having this ongoing joke of them trying to meet up for a date, but they keep messing it up, so they never run into each other. It's adorable.
That does sound adorable. Sounds
So,
great.
yeah, I want to cosplay Echizen at the local anime con,
Mhm.
which wouldn't be too hard. It's long, green pleated skirt, black thigh highs or whatever.
Mhm.
By long I mean like down to ankles because it's like
Oh.
the Yankee look. School shoes, like the Japanese school shoes, and then like
Mhm.
a white blouse and a blonde wig. It's not too
Mhm.
much.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah, just need to. The wig's the hard part. Wig, makeup, maybe the
Yeah.
Japanese styled school shoes. I mean, you could just wear your own normal shoes and be like, well, you're not at school right now.
Yeah.
Because, they change their shoes when they leave.
Mhm.
White blouse might be hard, actually. I find it's really hard to find ones that aren't goddamn see-through, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I started reading that. It's been fun. There's another chapter of Jahi-sama,
Mhm.
wa Kuji Kanai, which is about a former number 2 of the Demon Realm who's now living as a regular person, and it's a cute comedy.
Mhm.
It's fun. Yeah. I also read Volume 4 of Golden Kamuy
Nice.
because I got mine in the mail, and I love Golden Kamuy so much.
Yeah.
I love it so much. When I did the bear. We'll get back
Oh,
to
the
the
bear.
I think
We'll get to that.
last episode was the second, right? Yeah, so I already talked about Akusa Closet last
Mhm.
time. There's new chapters, but I haven't read them yet. So that's all my old stuff.
Yeah. I actually remembered one of the old things I'm watching. I watched was Darwin and the Franks. I caught up on the episodes on that because I got up to episode 13.
Is it
I think
better?
I'm just gonna drop them. No, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna just stop watching because
I saw so many cute images of I guess of them as kids or something.
yeah, Episode 13 is a flashback episode, or like what I saw of it was. I tried to watch it like 3 times, but they just start doing like cruel science experiments on the kids.
Oh.
And so they take like 02 and they shoot a hole in her hand with a laser just to watch her heal and see how fast her body heals.
I guess we're
And then
getting
they
to
just
that.
like electrocute her. Yeah.
We're getting to that halfway point where like, hey, we're going in a completely different direction. Everyone thought it was gonna be like society's kind of weird here. Or maybe it's like a thing about them all being gay. No, it's child torture. You weren't ready for that, were you? Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like the main boy hero sees some of it happen, and so they like wipe his memory, and he just doesn't remember people from before that or something.
Maybe that's why he like wasn't able to do the fly properly.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna quit watching that show. I don't like it. I don't enjoy watching it. I've always felt compelled to continue watching it just to see what happens.
I'll watch it eventually, just because it's Trigger.
Yeah.
Eventually. Also, I like the robots. As dorky as they look, I love how dorky they are.
Yeah. That was one of the problems I had with the show, is I just didn't like any of the style of it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the new stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited for whoever the other new Trigger stuff is when it comes out. Gridman and Promare.
Yeah.
Are there release dates for those yet? I want to see.
I think one of them is set for fall of this year, and one is set for next year, I want to say.
Quadruple S Gridman is October 2018. And Promare does not yet have dates, apparently.
Yeah. I want to say there was something saying 2019 for Promare, but nothing more specific than that.
Probably, because they're probably doing one at a time, right?
Yeah.
They got to finish up with Darling in the Franxx, and then Gridman will go. Which I'm excited for. Gridman looks like it's going to be wild. They're doing it with another studio called Subaraya Productions. They haven't done a lot of stuff, but they did some of the old Ultraman stuff, it looks like. Submarine Super 99. Like, it looks like they did a bunch of
old stuff.
Just random stuff here and there. Like, they have stuff from the 70s, then it skips to the 90s, then it skips to, like, early 2000, and then they just started doing stuff again now with the Kaiju Girls. So I think they're probably less the studio that creates it themselves, and they're more like a right studio to a lot of these, like, the fighting, like, Sentai Ranger, Kaiju IP properties, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe they're the designers for that stuff specifically, like they're specialized. Who knows? But Kaiju Girls 1 was okay. I stopped to watch season 2, but it's alright. I'm excited for that, though. The trailer they had looks so cool.
Yeah. Oh, I just looked it up. Subaraya Productions. They founded in 1963, and they did like a lot of the early Godzilla movies.
Yeah. So yeah, it's because Gridman I think is supposed to be like a Super Sentai, like Ultraman
sort of thing.
Because I figured they're probably like the rights holders to a lot.
Yeah,
and that's why.
It sounds like
they're doing Kaiju Girls, which has like Godzilla and those in it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, from the sounds of this, it looks like they're like more of a special effects studio.
Okay.
And so they wouldn't be the main studio on a lot of anime, but they might do global stuff here and there.
Yeah, they probably help a lot with like the designs.
Yeah, something like that.
Like monster designs and stuff.
Alright,
well that's cool. Yeah, so
new stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
New. I'm hitting the wrong button again. I keep going to my anime list while trying to just go to the list of the stuff I've watched, like my history.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to start with the oldest thing I started, and we'll just go compare, see if we both saw it.
Yeah.
Tachibana Triangle. I love
yeah.
Why is it only shorts? Why is it only 3 minutes? Nothing could get finished. There was no development, really. That was literally one chapter, not even of the manga. Give me more. Give me full episodes. Damn it. Just read the manga for this. Just read the manga for this.
Okay.
Although watch this too, because you'll get 3 minutes of really slutty Yuri once they get into it.
Yeah. It seems like a real dumb show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a show.
That is 100% true. It's a factual statement. It is a show.
The manga's fun, even though it's complete trash, but... Yeah, so... You have any more thoughts on it?
Nope.
Alright.
I don't know. It's only like 5 minutes long. It's hard to have thoughts on something that short.
It's 3 minutes long. It's not even 5. May as well watch it. It's only going to be like half an hour total. 36 minutes to watch it all.
Yeah, seriously.
It's 1 episode total, and they're going to try to fit like a whole volume or 2 of manga into it, and it's going to be a disaster. So, next thing I watched, Comic Girls. Did you check that out at all?
I did not know.
Aired on the 5th. So that is Thursday, so episodes coming out Thursday. It's a bunch of up-and-coming female mangaka living together in a dormitory. It's just a cute slice of life.
Hmm.
It's kind of the closest show I could compare to would be like Hidamari's Sketch, because that's also like a bunch of art students together in a dorm. It's
Hmm.
really cute. It's kind of gay off the bat.
Yeah.
I've read some of the manga. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's like all of them kind of have their quirks. There's like one girl who draws 4 coma stuff, but it's all boring. Everyone's like high schoolers aren't like this or whatever, and she's like, but it's written by a high schooler, but she's kind of awkward and sucks at being a high schooler. And then there's the other girl who writes shoujo, and it's like
Hmm.
it's amazing. The girl's so pretty, and it's like yeah, but whenever I draw a guy's face, it's just like this ugly blob. It's like I just can't get excited about it. It's like all I think is just draw Yuri, just draw Yuri, just do Yuri. Like that's the cure.
Yeah.
There's the other girl who's like super into shonen battle, so she gets like super excited about it and starts drawing. And she's like, I'm fired up, throws on like a cape and stuff, starts working, and it's like, this is dumb, it's getting in the way, and just throws it off. And she's like, I was like fighting spirit. And then the last girl's like, she loves cute things.
Hmm.
It's really cute, but then it's like, she accidentally, her stuff just accidentally kind of came out erotic by accident. So she got hired as an erotic, to write erotic manga,
Hmm.
which she didn't want to do, but because fans liked it, she kept going. She wanted to write children's manga. So
Oh.
so she got her pen name Big Boobs Himiko, and because she writes so much like perverted stuff for her thing, she just randomly will think of it sometimes, and it's like no, and just like break down crying because it's like why am I thinking this?
Oh.
She's so pure, but in pure, it's fantastic. I love
That,
this show. It's fun.
yeah.
It's dumb.
That sounds really cute.
This is like my
I might have to
slice
check
of
that out.
life. Yeah, this is like my
Yeah.
slice of life of the season. My big one, even though
Nice.
Amanchu's there too, and Amanchu's
Oh
big,
yeah.
which
Hell yeah.
I assume you did see. Amanchu
Of
Advance.
course.
I didn't realize there was an OVA episode out, which is on
Yeah.
Crunchyroll. I actually still have to watch it because I missed it, and they do mention it a
Ah.
bit.
Yeah. They do like some flashbacks to it or something.
Yeah, I like. This is how you do a flashback episode. They like only did a tiny bit at the beginning and then one flashback to the OVA, which people might have missed. Like
Hmm.
it's not something that was like full on shown to the like series, so it's like easy to miss. So it's like
Yeah.
they didn't take up too much time. It was only like shortcuts. There's a lot of new content and stuff.
Hmm.
Reestablished
very
their
good.
personalities well. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. I'm very excited for more scuba lesbians.
Yes. Make it gayer, please.
Yeah.
Someone license the manga, please. I want to read it. It the manga is published in Italian.
Oh.
I can just learn Italian. No.
Yeah. That's the easy way to go
Just-
about this.
Yeah, instead of learning Japanese and being able to read any manga, read Italian so I can read the Italian releases. I'm a
Yeah.
genius.
Of course. It's the best plan.
Yeah. Yeah, so any more thoughts on Manchu?
No, just whoop yo.
Whoop yo! It's here! Alright, now, because that was a episode that did flashbacks well, I have to talk about Boku no Hero Academia Season
Mhm.
3, because the first episode is just a whole recap episode, which is a travesty, because last
Mhm.
season they had a 13.5 episode for a recap. The show
Yeah.
last season only ended 6 months ago. It's too soon for a recap. The only
Mhm.
logical reason I could see them using a recap is because it's so soon. They needed more filler time to build for the next episode, but that's
Yeah.
bad. That doesn't. That makes me worry about the next 24 episodes. If they're already
Yeah.
like getting delays and rushed, especially since it was just so poorly done. Like they had a I think it was like 2 minutes 40 seconds or something. Like it was a long time of them just
Mhm.
recapping everyone's quirks, and it's like we've been seeing them using it for 2 seasons. You don't just forget that. Like
Yeah.
it's 6 months isn't that much. Like this is stuff that like Suyu's quirk, frog. She can do anything a frog can. Hagakure, the invisible girl, her ability is invisibility. She can be invisible. It's like I feel personally insulted that they're just recapping this like this, and then they jokingly
Yeah.
go, Class B's quirks, let's go. Then they get interrupted. It's like Class B was only shown through like a portion of one arc. That's actually something that would be good to recap, because if they're going
Hmm.
into this next era, which they've mentioned, they're going to be included in this next part, this next arc. Why would you not recap the thing that people actually would have fucking forgot? And then like so many characters acted out of character for the sake of
Hmm.
setting up a flashback. It was terrible.
Oh.
I couldn't identify with any character at all. I couldn't be excited. Everything was just like terrible. And I saw people going like, well, see, because it's like airing on TV, they have to do this. It's like, if I had to schedule watching this around a 1/2 an hour time period so I could see it on TV because I couldn't watch it streaming, I would be livid to have to sit through that. It was
Yeah.
atrocious.
That's so weird that they would just start the season off with a recap like that. That's just bizarre to me.
The best part
Like,
though was there was some new content, very little. They go to like a thing, but one guy's like imagining all the girls in their swimsuits and the invisible girls in hers,
mhm.
and the angle it's at, you clearly just see like floating panties, but you can see the butt crack crease like coming being pulled in from the opposite side
Yeah.
because she's invisible. It's like, whoever thought to do that, like that's next level like, oh my god, that's
It is
who
next
thought
level
of
fan
that?
service. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's like mind blowing. That's the mind expanding meme, like the highest
Mhm.
level.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people be very excited that season 3 was starting, and then no one about
Yeah,
this episode.
yeah. Also, everyone's been talking about how great the opening is. I think it's trash. The
Ooh.
music and the like imagery doesn't match at all. The song isn't really hype. It would fit
Mhm.
more for something like Psychopath Pass. It's like this slower going, darker tone.
Hmm.
But they're like flashing all these images of fights and stuff and like cool badass stuff, but then they're playing this and it's like it just doesn't fit.
Huh.
There's entire points where there's so little rhythm, nothing is timed to the song. I'm like, the song's great, I love the song, but I don't think it should be a Boku no Hero opening. It could have been a good ending. It could have been a good ending.
Yeah.
But it should not
Yeah.
be in the opening, and the animation, while it was really cool, did not fit. It was not a good opening, and anyone who says otherwise can fight me. I will fight anyone on that. Like, too many people are talking about how great it is, and I feel like Boku no Hero gets a pass with that because all of the openings, everyone's just like, the opening's the
Oh,
best, the
yeah.
opening's the best. It's like, you're giving it leeway because it's Boku no Hero, and you're just excited Boku no Hero's back. Like, that. It's true. That is why a
Yeah.
lot of people, like, I've done that with shows. I'm like, oh, I love this song, it's so great, this opening's great. But I'll sit back and I'm like, the opening's not great, just the song is great.
Mhm.
Like, you have to admit when, like, something doesn't match. It's like, maybe you can say, well, it's okay, it's serviceable. And it's like, yeah, okay, it's serviceable, but that doesn't say much when there's, like, the like, 4 other openings are all fantastic from the series. Like,
Mhm.
the show has faults. People have to admit it. They can't keep pretending it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry, I went on a rant there.
That's fine. It's good.
Next
That's
show,
what the show's
which
for.
you might have seen. I think you
Yeah.
did. Megalobox.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes. Oh my god, it's so
Oh,
cool.
it's so good.
I
love
love it. Yes. It's like
Ah,
it's like a Cure aesthetic and Cowboy Bebop aesthetic thrown into like a Shida no Joe world. It's
yes.
so cool.
It's really good.
13 episodes. Ooh. If we drop a show, we're
Oh.
dropping it for this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
God,
Yeah.
I was enamored instantly
Yeah.
by this show.
Just one detail I really, really love about this is when they're in a boxing match
Mhm.
and the music is, there's pumping music playing,
Yeah.
and they're like, the punches are all in time to the beat of the song. Like,
Yeah,
oh, this is so
yeah.
good. It's really good use of
like,
music.
when they end the first round with his first fight,
Yeah.
and just everything goes silent,
Yeah.
and he just stops
Oh,
there. It's
yeah.
like, oh,
So good.
It's like so badass. Like, I think he wasn't actually gonna knock him out because he knew he had to throw. He just timed it
Mhm.
down to when the round was gonna end. Like, he knew it was
Yeah.
gonna end. He was planning to pull that punch from the get go. He's still trying to show
Mhm.
off, even though he like
Yeah.
is throwing, which is unfortunate.
Oh.
But like, there was so
Mhm.
much character development in the one episode too, right? We find out he's been throwing this whole time, and we can see him struggling with it and wanting to stop. And you see him like upset. He like runs into another guy, is like challenges him to a fight. Turns out he's the world champion.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think next week? Do you think he's gonna win or lose?
Oh, I don't know.
I think.
I bet they're gonna have it like end without either of them winning. Like be interrupted in the middle or something.
I was thinking maybe like a round, like a timeout, no
Yeah.
knockout, and the other guy would win, or he would get beaten in the final round, but because he pulled out to the final, like held out to the final round against the championship, because the one guy who keeps being like, "Hey, you want to be in big leagues?" He like calls
Yeah.
someone, right? I think
Yeah.
they're gonna, whoever's gonna come is gonna film it, and it's going to like spike his popularity, and he's going to get into a tournament because everyone wants him to be into it, and after seeing
Yeah.
it, or into one of the qualifiers at least.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I know.
It's
I'm so
good.
excited for more. So excited for more.
So good.
This is like anime of the year potential right here already.
Oh, definitely.
Is there anything even from last season you would say is anime of the year?
Probably not. Like I don't know. I really liked Kokoku. I talked about that a lot, but
yeah,
it was kind of like okay. A Place from Further from the Universe was very, very good.
Oh,
very good.
Evergarden. Violet Evergarden.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Up
It's hard to say anything about that since I haven't seen it, but yeah, I hear wonderful things about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Place Further from the Universe you mentioned.
Yeah.
Maybe
Eurocamp,
but
yeah.
Nah, I don't think there's not
It's
enough
like not.
substance. As much as it's fun,
Yeah.
maybe Cardcaptor Sakura. I haven't caught up. I'm only 2 episodes in. I don't know, but that one's probably just fueled by nostalgia. And of course, there's Yoramushi Pedal. No,
I think
no, Martian Mansion. Anime of
I
the
was
year.
about to say that. I was about to say it.
Did you see that article I linked about like the decline and the falling apart? I'm so sad. I actually loved the first 2 episodes, and it's just like seeing it fall apart in that article before I got to it. I was like, no, holy shit.
I'd only watched the first episode, but reading that article made me want to go back and watch all of it.
I don't know.
It sounds like such a train wreck.
I
want
want
to see
to
it.
know what happened. Like, I want to know the full story. Well, apparently lots of it is production.
Yeah, it's
like they got screwed. The production team got screwed really hard by the producers. It sounds like.
It's like.
Oh yeah, they have like a ton of producers that are probably all just fighting over stuff.
Yeah, it was. Apparently, they were getting screwed at the start, and then people started quitting
because
and they
it
couldn't
got
fill
worse and
positions.
worse. People weren't getting paid. I heard.
Yeah, and it just snowballed into garbage.
I want to get the light novels if I can find them because they don't need the production quality. Who's writing them? Kantoku and oh no, they're the art. Storyworks is doing the art, but because it's based off the author Tomohiro Matsu. He had planned it all out before passing away in 2016, so like they made this series based off it, and the novel has like an 8.43, like it's super well. People are like, this is great. The manga has a 7.33. People are like super into it. They're like, this is such a good thing. Like this guy passed away, but we're going to be able to show like his thing still. Yeah, so Storyworks, which is finishing, is a literary group that the author actually created.
Oh.
Before passing away, like to help new writers, I think. So like this anime is supposed to be like a final parting love letter sort of to him, and then it was they just screwed it. Like the production company just destroyed this last dream. Like it's such a shame because like this is what his final work is going to be remembered by, and that's awful. It's like
awful.
It's like that Michael Fassbender one, The Snowman, where one actor, they literally had tongue cancer and they just overdubbed him, and it was the worst overdub I've ever heard. And it's like, that's his final performance. What the fuck? And like, they just forgot to film parts. The thing was a train wreck. It was disgusting. It was a disaster.
Dang. Ugh.
Yeah. I like how like reviews for this is like Jiggly Jiggly Heaven in real life, the show that literally melted, because everyone joked like Shiobako has Jiggly Jiggly Heaven, the anime that fell apart so hard it destroyed a director's career. This is basically it. They're saying like there's no licensors, no one would take it. There's 2 different directors, like they actually lost the director partly and got a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how bad it went. Oh, they have anime of the year
Oh,
right there. What
yep.
I could imagine them remaking it and it being like really good if it had the
Yeah.
proper. That's one
Man,
that would have been nice if
oh,
Netflix had.
I could see people who were like close to the original author if they were like really passionate about wanting to get a good version of that out.
Apparently, one of the new Fooly Cooly seasons came out.
Yeah,
Came
it's
on
gonna.
April 1st. Everyone was like, "Oh, is that a
There was
one episode came out?" Oh wait, yeah, it's
one.
the third
It's
season,
one
the final
episode of season 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck? New
Yeah.
and it came on April Fools.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's Adult Swim and they do weird
The
stuff
two
like
seasons will have complete separate stories. I don't know if that's good or bad.
that. Yeah. I don't know.
Even
It's
though they're
probably for the
both
best.
supposed to be a sequel. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think Fooly Cooly's gonna be good. That said, I never thought original Fooly Cooly was good, so fight me. People hate me when I say that, but that opening scene of her like fondling the young boy, I was just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this? Why are people talking about how great this is? And everyone forgets that scene happened. Maybe I'm like, I started to think I was imagining it because no one would ever talk about it. I'm just like, am I going crazy?
Mm.
But yeah,
It's been years since I've watched Fooly Cooly, so I don't know.
yeah. Megalobox. And your potential. So excited. We should move on to other stuff.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's see what else I saw. Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. The PUBG anime written by Kino no Tabi creator. Because the Kino no Tabi author literally is called in to help on the original Gun Gale for like gun stuff because he's this giant gun nerd.
Yeah.
Like he's obsessed with guns, which is why people, I guess, were so like when they voted for set, they all wanted the ones where Kino uses her gun. And I think that was one of the interesting things is he's this huge gun nerd, but his original Kino no Tabi, not the second season where they voted for all the gun series, but the original one, Kino uses guns as a last resort, like tries to push it off. Like, well, there's a lot of his series talk about like murder is legal here. People keep guns. It's like there's all this kind of there's a lot of really introspective thinking on guns. It's just not guns are great. I love them. Let's have them. It's kind of like I love guns, but you know guns have bad downsides. It's like very different take because like if he was born in America, it'd probably be like, yeehaw, guns for life, shoot everything. You know, like
yeah. It's like more of a
it's interesting to see someone who's so like obviously enamored and in love with guns, and their takes on guns. They're like last resort protection, but they're obviously not like this doesn't fix everything. You can't just always resort to violence. You can't like. It's an interesting take because usually people who do that hate weapons. So someone who likes them, it's different enough. But yes, this is very much woohoo guns everywhere. It's PUBG the anime, like it's literally the first episode is literally just a battle royale match. Like it's literally PUBG the anime. It's fantastic. I love it. It's just dumb video game fun. It's like whenever people do like video game, it's always MMORPG. Finally, it's a video game one that's different. It's currently topical, and it's a lot of dumb fun.
Yeah.
I would love a League of Legends, like, MOBA one sometime about players trying to be pro. I think there's a Chinese-made one like that, but...
It sounds likely.
Yeah, it's, Also, I relate heavily with the main character, who has a tiny, tiny character in-game, because she's super, she's found it hard to make friends because she's super tall. So it's awkward. It's like, I get that. I get that. Being awkward about your height. Relatable. Let's go. Let's be a pink bunny lolly and shoot people up. Yeah, but so... I take it you didn't see that?
No, I didn't. I thought about watching it, but I don't know.
The last one I saw... Actually, we'll save this for last. We'll save the bear for last. What new stuff did you watch that we haven't covered?
So, that we haven't covered, I watched the 3rd episode of Pretty Derby. Which is still technically new. It's weird. It goes really fast now. They had like 3 races in one episode.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just like it's a very fast-paced show now, which is bizarre.
I
It's still fine.
still need to
It
watch
was
it.
Yeah, it was funny. I watched Megalobox, then I watched this immediately after it, and it is like real whiplash of this
Different
amazing
types of
thing. Yeah,
competition.
it's like completely different shows. But yeah, it's a fun little thing. It's fine. And then I also checked out Caligula, which is that show
I
about.
meant to, but I never. I saw it
Yeah,
like their tweet about it, but I didn't get around to checking out.
yeah, it's weird because there's like a fake idol that makes music, and then the music is doing something, and there's some actual world. And the first episode is real confusing, and I don't think it's very good. It's like I don't know. The first couple minutes of it feel like a psychology 101 lesson. Like
Hmm.
someone just took a psychology class, and we're like, I learned about this chart about the window into the human soul, and I'm going
Did
to
it look
explain it like
cool?
3 times.
Did it look
No,
cool?
not really. Like a
To
little, but
to me, aesthetic wise, it's like you know
yeah.
how I kept saying Beatless looks like it's by the creators of Guilty Crown, even though it
Hmm.
wasn't. Like it's that aesthetic. I know there's gonna be like no plot. I feel like this
Hmm.
is like if you put them in a series, this would be season 3.
Yeah.
Actually, this looks more like Handshakers aesthetic, which is scary.
Hmm.
Handshakers might have been okay if they didn't do everything that they did, every single thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that show. I'm probably not going to keep up with Caligula. There's a lot of just better stuff, or like more interesting. It just didn't have any hooks in me.
Yeah, I do
And
plan to watch the first episode still just to see.
yeah, I might watch the second because from like most of the first episode, it's just like regular school day stuff, and then at the end things get weird.
Mm.
So I might give the second episode a shot just to see
They
if
might also. You said it was like a textbook exam. They might have just gone through all of that and then stopped.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, then finally the last thing I watched was Golden Kamuy. It's the #1 anime bear ever.
Yeah. Oh boy, Golden Kamuy. I was so
Oh
excited it
boy.
finally came out, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Golden Kamuy. I'm disappointed.
Ooh.
Who let the Berserk CGI team work on this? Holy shit!
Oh, it's
That's our
real.
anime title for this episode. Who let the Berserk CGI team in? God.
Oh, that fire, that bear.
Yeah, the
Oh,
fire. Like as soon as I first saw the fire, I like it was like
oh
6 minutes
no.
or something. I literally tweeted like, "Oh no, I'm scared." Hey Huck, thanks for stopping by.
Hello.
We're talking about anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember tweeting out like, "Oh no, why?" And someone
Yeah.
just tweeted me like, "It gets worse." I was like, "Oh no, oh no,
Yeah.
oh
That
no."
bear.
The
Oh.
the scary thing too is a lot of people are like, well, it saves money, cuts back the animators aren't paid enough. It's yeah, I don't blame the animators, I blame the director. But the thing I was sent, this guy, I'm pretty sure he's still a mod.
Mm-hmm.
For our manga.
Yeah.
Why not? He's a mod on speedrun.com now. Wait, what?
What?
What? What?
Weird.
When I met him,
Okay.
he was a mod on our manga. So like he knows people.
Mhm.
Knows people, but where's the thing he sent me? He sent me some. Okay, so it's an excerpt. I don't know where the fuck it's from. I need to get the source from him after this. And
Mhm.
it looks like it's an interview of someone who worked on it. It says, "Since I want the bear to emanate a different presence than the humans, I undertake the challenge of visualizing the bear as giving an unusual atmosphere using 3D. It's because when the animation is hand-drawn, we can feel the emotions of the artist in the show. It's also difficult to draw the fur sufficiently like in the original work. However, if we purely only use 3D to make the bear, there will appear parts that do not blend with the surroundings, so we're still trying to figure out how to fit it all." It's like, this I think is like an interview after the first episode, but it's like, you should have figured that out already. Like the episode is airing. You can't just be. Even if this was before, it's like clearly you did not figure it out because
Yeah.
it's still just pure CG. And it's like, what are they talking about? Like, oh, it won't be sufficient enough the fur. It's like,
Mm.
just like you don't need the fur to make it look like the way. Like the wolf was CGI, but it at least fit the aesthetic. It looked okay.
Yeah.
The wolf wasn't bad. It's like because they tried adding all the fur, it just did not fit the aesthetic of anything else, and it was so jarring. It's like, then
Yeah.
why don't you want it hand drawn? Like if that's like as it sounds here, if that's an aesthetic choice and not a cost production timeline, any of that choice, it's like if the director wanted it that way, I think that director needs to be fired. Like, I have no trust in this show if the director is doing that because they think it looks good. Like, I cannot trust
Yeah.
someone with that poor taste.
That's
Especially knowing, like, everyone's seen the reviews about CGI. They've seen the reviews about, like, Berserk. They know it looks bad on. You don't just go, oh, aesthetic. If they did it right, like, if they hired Studio Sanzigen, they could have made it look okay, maybe. Outsourced, not just their own assets that don't look good. The fire too, it's like, okay, the bear is one thing, but what about the fire? I get the wolf because it's interacting with it, so, but like,
oh god, I'm looking at that screenshot. I tweeted it up again. Like it looks worse every time I see it.
I'm googling
so
anime
bad.
bears right now to just pull up bears that look better. It's like, okay, I'm not seeing any that are like violent bears. That's the issue. Any that even from the Polar Bear Cafe, just draw a bear like that. You can make it scary. Just like add darker lines and like it's definitely doable. There's not a lot. There's not many bears in anime apparently. Oh, here's a bear. So, like this bear from like the early 2000s looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point, Huck. If you want to see some good CG that's not Hoseki no Kuni, because Land of the Lustrous is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I would really recommend checking out Studio Sanzigen stuff. Let me just find. They did Babuki Baranki, which is a full 3D CG mecha show. They're really cool because the way they do stuff is very stylized. It's very over the top on purpose. It doesn't try to emulate like 2D anime too much, so it actually looks pretty decent because of that. They're probably one of my favorite full 3D CG studios. Here's just like a trailer from Babuki Baranki. They do some really cool stuff. And then, of course, Polygon does okay, too. They get better at everything. Every time Polygon does something new, it looks better. That said, I still think I like Sanzigen better, and also I like the Hoseki no Kuni better, but...
Yeah.
Sanzigen is my go-to for showing, like, this is what CG can be, because it's just... Where Hoseki no Kuni really, really takes off is just... They have such good use of like panning cameras and like direction and everything, and the models they put so much care into making them look good. Whereas Sanzigen, I feel like it's one of the more like the most realistic moving, and the instead of trying to make it look more like anime or more realistic, they just stylize it really heavily, which I like. Like all their stuff has crazy colors. It's like really kind of out there designs on stuff too, super like cartoonish, and it really works for them. They have their own style that like it's like nothing else, so it really works.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to be something else.
I bet they can make a really good bear.
Oh yeah, probably. The Land of the Lustrous could make a good bear too.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely think something that helps Land of the Lustrous too is because all the character designs use a very similar model.
Oh yeah.
You can just copy paste, make one model, and then just change the head model, and that saves so much budget, which they can then use to push out on the camera, use to push out on the like
to
background.
work on other parts of it.
Yeah, that helped a lot in spreading the money out, I think, which is cool.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You know, I'm thinking this bear. I think it would look good in a video game. It looks like a good video game bear. It's the best looking video game bear I've seen.
It's the quality of Knights of Azir 2 enemies on the handheld version of Switch, not even on the dock version.
Yeah. But like, it just stands out so much from the anime. Ugh, God.
Yeah, it's just so jarring. It just pulls you out of the experience so fast.
So you've read the manga. Does he fight many more bears?
Yeah, at least 2 more. There will be at
Oh,
least
great.
2 more this season.
Oh, great.
Let me see. I want to find you a tweet because yeah, I want to show people this bear.
Yeah.
I want to show people this bear.
Oh,
Look at this bear. Look at this bear compared to the rest. And
so bad.
that's when it's not moving too. When it's moving, it's worse.
Oh,
Oh, we don't have any screenshots of the fire. The fire looks like an early 2000s PS2 CG
yeah.
rendering of a fire. It's awful.
The fire looked really
Why?
bad.
Why
Oh.
did they do the fire? Like, they didn't even have to do a fire. They could have just had it like the smoking ruins and just had smoke coming up. Like, hire the fucking Eurocamp team to make your fire. God damn it! Like,
Yeah. Ugh. So other than the CGI being awful, has there been like a good adaptation so far?
it's been very faithful. It has been
Yeah.
very faithful. It's been pretty nice. Lots of it's good, just that CG's terrible. His fist
Yeah.
is literally just superimposed over top. There's no way to even tell it's hitting the bear.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So dumb. Oh.
Yeah, so it has been
It
very
looks
faithful
photoshopped.
though. I like
Yeah.
the use of CG in the scene where he's having like his PTSD nightmare,
Oh yeah, that was good.
like with all the like it really that felt otherworldly. That did like because he is saying, "Oh, I want the bear to be otherworldly." It's like the bear doesn't have to be. The PTSD nightmares like you want them to feel different. You don't need
Yeah.
the bear to feel different. Though they don't go too much more into that in the manga so far, as much. They do sort of jump back a bit, but not too much. The characters felt very faithful, and I enjoyed. I can't wait for the next episode because this episode's very serious. Once they start getting into them joking around more, it should get good.
Okay.
Like when the Escape King shows up and stuff, and a Usurper. Half of this show's going to be a cooking anime where they won't fight bears,
Oh,
so that's
nice.
okay. As long as the cooking and the like food isn't CG, it'll be good. They make really good facial expressions, and there's good comedic timing. So hopefully, if they're faithful enough, that'll be good. And we just have to cringe whenever bears come. There's also a dog. There's also a dog later on that might be CG. The wolf comes back multiple times. It's gonna be CG every time.
All right.
Why didn't they? Why did
Buckle up.
they could have literally just cut footage from Wolf's reign of the White Wolf and that it would have looked better. Just like fucking use green screen effects or whatever.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Photoshop it. It'll be better. I swear.
Ugh. Yeah.
Someone who agrees with me. The Hero Academia OP. Jeez, I wouldn't say dog shit. I think the song's good. And I think the visuals are good. They just don't match. Like the song should be the ending or for something completely different, and the visuals need something more exciting for them. Combined, it's not a good OP. Bless you. I just want to pretend this bear is the bear from Kumamiko, because that bear is awful. That bear, like, literally causes a girl to have a mental breakdown so she becomes reliant on him. It's so creepy, and people are like, ah, it's romantic. I'm like, ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's... Kumamiko's terrible. Alright. Back to more anime. So, do you have any more thoughts about Golden Kamuy and its amazing CG? Or?
Well, so the other thing is that I didn't realize how like kind of dark this is with the like.
Oh no,
I
it's
knew that it was
really
about
dark.
finding gold. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna be kind of dark, but like
it's a
I didn't know
former
it was.
soldier from the Russo-Japanese War, which.
Yeah, but like I didn't know it was like, oh, there's the tattoos on the body and they have to skin these people to get them to put it together. Like, oh,
it's heavy.
geez.
It's
It was
rated R
unexpected.
for a reason.
Yeah,
Especially because when you see all the people posting stuff, it's always like the comedic scenes from like a Serpa like being like, You're eating natto, isn't that poo? Like, why are you eating poo and stuff?" And just being like a dumb child, because I think is a child, but yeah. Oh.
yeah. That was all. Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing more of it though.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the next bear.
Yeah, you get like
Very
the
excited.
PTSD nightmare of his like friend just missing all of his limbs. Like I can't go back and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh. Yeah.
High School DxD Hero. I haven't watched all of High School DxD. I haven't watched any of it, but I feel like I read some of the manga years ago because there's a manga I could never figure out what it was. I could vaguely remember, and people kept saying that's High School DxD, and I tried to watch the anime, and I'm like, this isn't it, but that's what everyone tells me. Am I remembering it wrong?
Mm.
So I might have to check out eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen any High School DxD.
It's
don't
a
really know anything about
harem
it.
show.
Oh, okay. I'll skip it then.
Following the theme of today's episode, anime titties are eternal.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's it for all of us for the new stuff we've checked out so far. So
Yeah.
we just have our
2 book club shows.
yeah,
Yeah.
which
Do you want to start with Key or Kimeko?
that's the question. Which is more interesting to talk about first or second?
Oh. No, let's. Do you want to start off with Kimeko?
Okay.
'Cause
What?
I feel like I have less thoughts of this.
Holy shit! What was that? I knew it was gonna be wild, but that was next level. Holy shit!
Yeah, that was something.
Also, we started off. I had a gay joke within the first episode.
Oh,
2008 anime, baby. 2008 harem anime. I also think, I'm not sure, when they're talking about this sexy girl, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a gyaru or if they were just fetishizing black girls. I'm not sure. It wasn't very clear.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have gyaru makeup, so.
Yeah, this show is something.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy. The ending alone just has like the shining crotch of the robot thing. That robot thing is so creepy.
It is weird. I don't like it.
The girl inside's really cute.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. The robot though. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Uh,
And then like the best friend who's like, it's a giant rice cooker, I'm in love, and then passes out. It's like, what is up with that? You like rice that much? Like, goddamn.
That was weird. I did like when the rice cooker robot
Plot
opened up and the giant arm climbed out.
Yeah, like
That was
the
silly.
show has some style. Some of this stuff looks really cool, and then Kimiko's there and doesn't.
Yeah.
Look cool.
It's like I could see a version of the show being good if it was just like the silly high school sci-fi comedy. But Kimiko is dumb, and I don't like the edgy stuff. I don't know, there wasn't much in it this episode, but the opening and ending makes me think there's going to be a lot more in the future.
Yeah, it's just gonna get etchier for sure. Like I kind of knew it was etchy going in, but it's like I don't know if this is better or worse than To Love Ru. Like, well, it's not as bad as To Love Ru Darkness, but first season To Love Ru, I think it might be more etchy then.
Yeah.
Which is saying something, because To Love Ru is famous for being etchy. Well, once again, once you get to Darkness and you have the demon sisters that jerk each other off by fingering or sucking on each other's tails.
Yeah.
I remember that scene going around for a while. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Manga's now coming out by 7 Seas. Maybe I'll add it to my collection.
Oh boy. I
Mm,
don't know about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know.
the girl in the robot just like drops her clothes and doesn't put it back on, which is questionable. Even though the suit connects to Kimiko, she just leaves the suit behind. So how does she connect to Kimiko again?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you apply logic to this show, it'll way too quickly.
Yeah.
You can't think too much about any of it.
So, the real question: do we want to keep going with this show?
Oh, well, the show is your pick, so
We
I'll leave it
have
up to
this
you.
or Megalobox. You also wanted to. You told me you were thinking of dropping Key, so
Yeah.
that's because it was depressing.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Key started off really depressing. What?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Key right
Yeah,
now.
let's talk about Key. Yeah.
Move on.
I knew the show was going to be sad, but I did not know it was going to be this sad.
Yeah, it starts off with like really creepy stuff. It's like, oh, Grandpa's dead. You need 30,000 friends. It's like, and real friends that care about you. None of that Facebook shit. she like almost gets molested twice within the first episode and
Yeah.
ends with one
Oh.
person chasing her. Like, this is 90s stuff where it's a lot more edgy and stuff, and maybe that was
Hmm.
more of a problem at the time, so it's more relevant.
Hmm.
It's very relevant now. It's very like, yeah, this is stuff that happens.
Yeah. Like, man. Oh.
Oh, did you watch the dub or the sub?
The sub.
Yeah, I think
I
that's the only
didn't.
one that's on Crunchyroll. Which
Yeah, I don't think.
you could tell how old that sub was because they still had the old original yellow subtitles because back then they were hard
Yeah.
subbed and actually like encoded into the video, so they couldn't even like clear them out for new ones
Hell yeah.
because they don't even have the clean files
That was,
anymore.
that was my very first note I took was hell yeah 4x3. Yeah.
Oh
I love a good
boy.
90s anime.
Good old 90s anime. 90s OVA
Yeah.
anime too, which lets it be even edgier.
Yeah.
Apparently this is licensed by Discotheque Media, so you can still get physical copies.
Oh.
Because I think Discotheque Media is still printing stuff.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah. They do a lot of older stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. This show. I was like, it's really sad and depressing, but I'm also super into it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, as sad and depressing as it was, I felt
Yeah.
more okay with it being upfront about it and upfront
Yeah.
about what bad stuff is happening. It's not like just left to your imagination, because that's the stuff that really fucks with me. Where it's like,
Hmm.
oh, look, this is just fucked up, but nothing you can do. What's gonna happen because it's fucked up? It's like,
Hmm. Oof. Oh, there's one thing I really, really liked about this is that in most shows where there's like a robot person, it'll be like a teenage girl who's a robot. They'll be like, oh, but they have super strength and stuff because they're
oh
a
yeah,
robot.
yeah.
But in this, it seems like she doesn't, which
Yeah.
I think that's really actually
Also,
refreshing.
I liked how she like never blinks. She comes across in movement and how she talks and stuff is very robotic in a way that's
Yeah.
not over the top robotic like a lot would have. Like she mimics being human very well, but she still has like those quirks, like she doesn't blink and stuff.
Yeah. She has like those like weird empty eyes. She kind of just stares. Yeah.
And
It's really good detail.
yeah.
Oh.
The like scenes whenever they showed the like robotic body was super cool. Alright,
Yeah.
Hug, have a good night. Thanks for stopping
Good
by.
night, huh?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was neat. There was some cool stuff.
Hmm.
Cool sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
I think if
Oh,
we're
yeah.
dropping any, it's Kimiko. So we both
Yeah.
still seem invested in this. Although it's 15 episodes,
Yeah.
which gets... We're going to have to watch 2
Yeah.
episodes. Probably closer to the end, we'll binge double episodes.
Yeah. Last 2 or 3 weeks we'll do double ups.
Yeah. I think we only have to do 2. Or that
I
puts
think
us at
so.
13 episodes, but Megalobox would also be 13.
13.
We wouldn't have time for an extra. Oh no.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we can always fit one in the last episode.
Yeah.
Just do 3, but...
Yeah. Well, we'll figure that when we get there.
Yeah, we might want to, the 2 weeks, if we're doing that, the 2 weeks before the last episode, we'd want to do double, so the last episode is just a single episode. So we
Mhm.
don't have, like, an OVA, Megalobox, and then 2 episodes of Key to watch.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, no, Key's really
Yeah.
cool so far.
Yeah,
The
it
funniest
is.
thing to me, though, is there's all this high-tech stuff, it's all futuristic, and,
Mhm.
and then it's just, like, his dying words. It's a cassette recorder. It's
Yeah.
like...
But it's so good.
It's like, he happened to be passing by as I fell and I'm dying. It's like, and you had a cassette recorder on you apparently? Or he did?
Yeah.
Or, like, what? How did
like,
this
oh.
go? Like, and
It's
then,
like,
the robots were timed with the cassette, too? It's like, how did you get that to work? Is it, like, voice activated?
Yeah. He has all this technology to make all these robots, but the only thing to record sound is a cassette player. It's like, well, okay. Sure.
Analog. He's just an analog hipster.
Yeah.
That's why her battery's gonna run out, because he decided to use analog instead of solar.
Yeah. That's it.
Imagine, just put a solar panel on her head. She's better. She's
Mhm.
she'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. yeah, I like this show a lot. The reason I was thinking of dropping it was because I already put you through Gunslinger Girl. Sad. Also
Gunslinger
be
Girl,
sad.
Hibane
Yeah.
Renmei. It's like,
Oh yeah.
damn, you like them sad ones.
Yeah. I like to get sad.
Sad ones usually tend to have more you can talk about, I find, because they're usually more complex dramas.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, so yeah, I guess we will keep watching Key though.
Yes.
So we both seem into it, so we'll keep up with that.
You know me, I love robot girls. That's like my life.
Yeah.
That is robot girls and vampire girls. Let's go.
Yeah. What if there was a robot vampire girl?
I'd be in love.
Would she still need to drink blood though? She's a robot.
Maybe she has to suck the the oil and fuel out of other robots.
That would be pretty good. I think we've got a good idea here.
It's like that Futurama episode where it's like the where car. You run over a robot as a car and they become a where car.
It's pretty good. So yeah, then Chemico DX. What do you think? Yeah, you want to drop it?
I don't. It's something different I wouldn't normally watch. It'd be interesting to do some sort of ecchi eventually, just for that different experience to be able to talk about something different. But I don't think this is the one.
Yeah, this as far as ecchi shows go, this doesn't seem very good.
I feel like it's okay, but I feel like it's a bit too much of the lol random humor, which doesn't give you a lot to talk about, is the issue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is, in this episode, there was I have 5 notes for the whole episode of it.
You know, if we're ever going to do one that's ecchi, we're doing Heaven's Lost Property.
Okay.
I don't know, have you ever heard of it?
I don't.
Hoshimono?
I think I have heard the name.
There are one. That's an OVA. There are 2 seasons at least. An OVA, a movie, and then another final movie. I remember reading some of the manga ages ago. I don't remember what, but all I remember is there's the scene of the panties flying. Have you seen that scene? The panties flying like the birds migrating?
I don't think so, no.
It's very famous, but I remember it starts off as a really perverted ecchi, and then I don't remember what happens, and then suddenly it's really depressing and sad. So it's one of those ones that's like, there's plot there. There's plot in it.
Huh. Interesting. We may have to try that one then.
See, the problem is we have to find one where we can fight over best girl, but we have similar taste, and we'd both just be like, the girls should just date each other. Fuck this knob.
Yeah. Very true.
Fuck this main character who's just self-insert obnoxious.
That was one of my notes for Chemico, was that Izumi seems good, but she has poor taste in guys because she seems like the main guy.
Yeah. She should just date the pink-haired girl. The thing about Izumi too that gets me is I think she looks like a ton like the character from To Love You. I think, if I'm remembering right, I might be wrong. Oh no, To Love You is longer black hair. Never mind. Thinking of someone else. She reminds me a lot of a character, but I can't figure out from what.
I mean, she's a pretty generic looking character, if we're being honest here.
True. She is cute though.
She is.
So is the pink-haired girl. She's cute. Also bodysuits. A-okay. Actually, my favorite characters though, because we do have to talk about it a bit more, I think. My favorite character is his friend, like the blonde-haired kid, and the blue-haired girl, who are just like these...
Oh, yeah.
They're just like these big assholes to him. They're like, come on, tell us what's going on. Like, they just fucking with him. Like, the whole scene where it's like the blue-haired girl just sitting with them at the track in her swimsuit, they're just like arguing, and then for whatever reason she falls down and the teacher just comes over. It's like, go the fuck back to the pool. Like, what are you doing here? Like, those characters are the best. They're just like, those characters actually made me laugh because of how dumb they are. Like,
yeah, that blue-haired girl was good. She was fun.
Yeah,
they're like trying to be psychic.
Yeah, it's like.
I guess there will be a new student today. They'll have classes.
And they'll be sexy. It's like, what's her opinion on sexy? Like, does she like her? It's like, yeah. Oh, I did like that subversion of the trope at the end though, because you
Hmm.
assume May's going to be the one who like transfers in right at the end. It's this big
Yeah,
thing. Now we'll be together, and so it's just this random dude. It's like, who the
yeah.
fuck is that? Like everyone's just like, who?
Like, oh no, just a coincidence.
Yeah, like this. I feel like it's very self-aware about what series it is, which makes
Hmm.
it kind of funny because they are like most would just have the hot girl come in. It's like we're getting married, and the dude would be like, no, 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 because that's like to love Ru in a nutshell. Instead, it's like we're getting married, but I'm this hell robot nightmare machine. And it's
Yeah,
like, no, God, understandably, no. It's like
yeah. Oh,
I feel like
yeah,
if I watched a lot of ecchi, I'd probably think this is really funny as like the way it subverts
yeah.
tropes and plays off them, but
But as someone who doesn't watch a lot of ecchi,
yeah,
probably not.
it
Yeah,
doesn't give a lot to dig into and really.
yeah.
There might be in later episodes, it might build up more. There might be a plot because it looks like there's a robot after, and there has to be some sort of plot. It's just
Hmm.
not being sure of how much there is, and then having Megalobox. Like that's the problem. The past few
Yeah.
seasons, there wasn't really much airing that I was like, okay, let's do this. It looks like you have a great plot. It's something I'm really
Hmm.
into. Like we couldn't know that. There's like, uh, what is it? The universe, the Arctic expedition one. That one
Oh yeah,
actually would have been really good, but at the time I couldn't be sure it wasn't just another
yeah,
slice of life, so I couldn't pick it.
yeah,
Megalobox, you know off the gates, it's going to have a plot. It's going to follow through with it. It's got style. It's got charisma. It's
yeah,
gonna be cool,
yeah,
and it's relevant. Unlike Chemical
yeah,
Deluxe, which is 10 years old now.
yeah. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna switch Chemico for Megalobox then. From the sounds of it.
Yes, we did talk a
Yeah.
bit about Megalobox this week, so we'll just mainly be talking about episode 2 next week.
Hmm.
It's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah.
I might keep watching Chemical, I'm not sure. Maybe just like an episode here.
Right.
Because I'm watching a
That's.
few bad shows for the sake of it.
Hmm.
Like, I'm watching, what the fuck's that one you keep telling me to drop?
Uh, was it?
Chivalry of a Failed Knight.
Oh, stop watching that.
I haven't watched an episode in so long. It's what I put on in the background when I'm cleaning, because I just need noise.
Mhm.
I barely pay attention to it. I'm just like cleaning, and then I just hear, "Brother, I want to fuck you." Not exactly, but like pretty much. Or like
Yeah.
I just look over and shake my head like anime, and then get back to cleaning. It's like it gives me white noise without catching my attention because it's so boring.
Ah,
But yeah, I'm gonna play the teaser for Megalobox for those who don't know what it is, because it's
oh, it's so good.
うずいしまうんだよ体の奥がじんじんとよ
this teaser is almost all just from the first episode too, which is pretty neat. It's,
Yeah.
it doesn't really spoil much.
本物のメガロボックスってやつをよ
Oh yeah, something I really liked about it was that when they were on that highway and the car drove away,
Yeah.
the headlights like hung in the air for
Well,
so
even-
long as it drove away.
Even when he
Love that.
crashed while driving, it kind of did that.
Yeah,
You
it
could
did that
see the
too.
streets.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love it. I love it when taillights hanging there like that. It's so cool looking.
animation was so good. The like voice acting was really good.
Oh,
It was-
God,
the
that show's really good.
soundtrack is so good. Oh, has anyone licensed this? No.
No, Ooh,
Funimation will probably get it, I would
Yeah.
guess.
I'm sure someone will get it.
I
Yeah.
think a Sentai Filmworks Deluxe Edition box set would be really cool. Because Funimation's box sets usually aren't that impressive. They're just
Mm.
like chipboard and art cards.
Oh,
I like Sentai's because you get all the goodies. I like the ones
Yeah,
with the soundtracks.
I could see someone doing something really fancy for that.
Oh, did you see the? I
Yeah.
think we talked about the Sentai Filmworks, the like $800 box set for all of Ginga Eiu Densetsu.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I saw that. It's like
we talk
20
about that?
discs or something. I don't think we actually talked about
Okay,
it,
let's
but
talk
I've
about
definitely
it.
seen pictures of it.
Legend
Yeah.
of the Galactic Heroes, $800, only 1,000 copies. Only 1,000 copies. Runtime 4,430 minutes. Included in the release. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, 110 episodes. Legend of the Galactic Heroes Guidance, 52 episodes. Film 1, Film 2, and Film 3. Yeah, how many Blu-rays?
Does
Oh my
does
god,
it have
the
that
pictures
disc
of
with all the?
disc.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, so many. The
I,
box is so cool too. It's like 4 boxes in this
it
bigger
is.
box with like a mirror. Yeah, it's just
God.
all the discs.
Oh, oh, that's sad. Well, the
26
disc laid out.
Blu-rays.
Oh, jeez.
26 Blu-rays.
Oh, you shouldn't even that many Blu-rays. Like,
$800.
oh, jeez.
Oh, it comes with coins too in the box.
Oh,
A booklet, lenticular art cards, and oh yeah, there's like the unique serialized metal plaque that says what it is of like cassette numbered of 1,000.
yeah.
And this is the
Man.
only release. I know so many people who are upset that aren't going to be like
Like
a
a
regular
smaller
release.
edition.
But the
Yeah.
problem is, if there is, they have to release 26 separate, which is really hard to properly release and sell and budget properly.
Yeah.
So I
That's
guess
the
you
problem
could
is that
maybe
show
have
is kind of
3.
too massive to.
You could maybe
Yeah.
have 3 per Blu-ray. Yeah, it's too much. They could maybe put the
Yeah.
films out as standalones.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't seen the rest, it's like. But at least it's on High Dive now. I'm not sure if it's
Oh.
all finished because they were airing it like a new episode weekly once they got it. So I'm actually gonna go check that.
Hmm.
Because I know it was coming out on High Dive, which I think is how Sentai got the release because they have their High Dive partnership.
Yeah.
Simulcasts. Oh yeah, they have the new Cutie Honey. I forgot that's coming out. Apparently it's really good, but people aren't ready for how fan servicey it is because it's like a 60s fan service show redone. But I think it's also like gay. Like I think it's also pretty gay.
Okay.
It's like a magical girl series. It just shows. Okay, it doesn't show up on currently airing, so I guess it fully aired.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because
Yeah, all of the episodes are up now. They've all aired.
Oh, okay.
Airing like 2 or 3 episodes a week for a while.
Yeah. They decided doing one episode a week would take too long, so they just put them all up.
I think they actually did finish going through, but they were doing a few episodes a week for like a year.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a lot.
Yeah. 162, and then 3 movies. And there's new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Is it this season or next?
I think it's this season. Pretty sure.
Yes. There's 12 new episodes. I think this is a remake, though.
Yeah, I saw something that made me think it was a remake.
Yes, because it comes up as alternate version. This is a remake or like an alternate universe that is gonna have movies. So I guess they're gonna put the original in the box sets, and then they'll probably release the new stuff as standalones.
Yeah. Cool. I'll get around to watching that someday.
One day. I know a few people who have. It's like, you're crazy.
Yeah. For everyone I've ever heard talk about that show say it's like amazing, but 100 and something episodes is a big commitment.
162. I mean, I watched all of Hunter x Hunter in 8 days, and that's how much is that?
That's a lot. Jeez.
148. Like 8 of them are recap episodes, which I skip because recap episodes are terrible. I understand in like an ongoing show that's like 148 straight, like Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
When you have season breaks, or even back in the day when it was just airing. Now that you have streaming, it's like, I don't. Now that streaming's a thing, it's not as necessary. You can make them OVA episodes or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why is there a recap episode of the first half of that anime Shoshin Shoujo Matoi?
Oh yeah.
Why is there a recap episode there? At least it's an OVA extra episode. It's not like the main, but like, it's weird that it exists.
That is weird. I think it's even weird when you just have one season of the thing, really anything else after that, to have a recap episode of it. Like, just watch the series.
I know some people, because they're like Nanoha, like people who do recap movies, those I think are fine. They have more time. There's like the Nanoha movies that have like new battle animations and transformation sequences, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's a recap," but they're not really. That's the best part about them. They're the coolest recap because they're actually done as if they were like, you know how movies like Dunkirk come out and it's like, or like American Sniper, where it's clearly like, "Hey, look, this organization's great, right? We are military." The movies are kind of done as those kind of like propaganda films because they end up, the characters aren't working for the TSAB organization. It's like Time Space Administration Bureau. So like the first movie, it's not too much is cut off, but they kind of don't talk about the background where this one part happened because one person's dad slash husband died doing this thing, because it's like, oh, that looks bad on them. They don't really get into that. And then season 2 happens, and season 2, there's a whole side plot of it happening because of a TSAB agent that's like fucked with it, and they just cut all of that out. You don't get the full story because they're like, we can't make the TSAB look bad. And it's twisted, and it's really interesting because of that, but it also makes me kind of upset when people like, just watch the movies, they properly recap, and it's like, no, they don't. That's not the point of them. Like, you're gonna miss out on this very important thing about this one character.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I have the movies on pre-order. Or not. I have the newest one on pre-order, which it's an alternate timeline compared to where the anime branches off of, and it's written by the first season's director again, because he stopped after season 1. Season 2 is fantastic, though, and then season 3, there's a time shift, and it gets weird, and they stop focusing on the main characters as much. Some characters that were side characters that they've just forgotten and don't even mention, and it's weird. I'm not really a big fan. But there's so many, like, that universe has gone so big. There's even like a spin-off now, even though Nano has a spin-off already, so there's like a spin-off of a spin-off. Vivid Strike, it's like, it just keeps going. But but it's cool that they're going back to like the roots based right after season 2. I think part of the plot was used in the PSP games because they were like based off like the original writer's stuff. So he's like actually written this one out. So I'm excited to see this other direction it could have taken. Which,
cool.
It's Reflection, and there's going to be, I think, 2 more movies too based off of that. There's going to be Detonation, which isn't out yet. So, okay, one other movie. But I missed the chance to see in theaters. I'm so upset. But I have the pre-order of the Blu-ray. It comes on the 11th. I should have it by the end of the week or next week. And I also bought the first 2 movies on Blu-ray because they actually have subtitles on. English subtitles on the official Japanese versions. Although I didn't get the deluxe editions because they were expensive, which sucks. I kind of wanted to, but it was a lot of money for all 3 at once.
Yeah.
I want to get the English dub of the first 2 seasons, but it's like $300 per season because it's Geneon, so it's been out of print forever.
Oh,
I love the dub so much.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my friend to binge the movies with me because I'm like, should I do this? And they're like, yes. I'm like, you have to binge this with me. You know that, right? And they're like, okay. I did that with the Madoka movies, and I didn't ever see Madoka. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I need to watch the Madoka movies still.
Yeah, I should do that too.
Because I know Rebellion is... I think the first 2 are recaps, and Rebellion is new stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
Really need to know what happens there. It took me like years to finally watch because I had it spoiled after the 2nd episode. I never finished it till years later. Me and Hannah binged it one night. It was... We actually binged the dub. It was pretty okay.
Yeah.
Christina V plays Homura, who also plays Nanoha in the Nanoha dub.
We call that an episode this week, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be back. Well, we should be back next week. Hopefully we'll be back at the same time, though. With more CGI bears. More
hell
CGI
yeah.
bears. I don't know if they might not show up till episode 3 or 4, but there will be more. Be ready.
Oh yeah. I'm so ready for more bears.
Bears. Bears.
So, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
by Omega by Tsutomu Nihei. And it's just like the bear with the gun. It's like, what? You never seen a bear before? That's it.
Yeah.
That's Golden Kamuy. You see the bear, it's like, what the fuck is this? It's like, you never seen a bear before?
That'd be so good. Yeah. So yeah, if you are watching us live, you can subscribe to our channel, shenanimegans.moe. And then if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch us live on Twitch at twitch.tv/sasam, SASAM. Then you can follow us on our Twitters at LyricalBots and at ThatGuyLastly. And come hang out on our Discord and chat with us at shenanimegans.moe/discord.
We'll be talking all about episodes 2 of Key the Metal Idol and Megalobox, because
Yeah.
I might watch another episode of Chemico just to see if we made the right choice or not, but
I might do that too, honestly. I kind of want to know.
It was entertaining in a weird way. Like, it was one of those, what the fuck am I watching for half an hour? It's like, it felt like almost similar to Pop Team Epic, but not quite as good.
Yeah.
It's like an ecchi Pop Team Epic.
Yeah, kinda. It's close. Yeah.
There's just so much random. It doesn't get nearly to those levels of, like, fourth wall breaking out of the box.
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah.
dragging it on. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next week.
Take care.
Bye-bye.